Hi. If you're following the news, chances are you've seen or heard some headlines about the housing market that don't give the full picture. The real estate market is shifting, and when that happens, it can be hard to separate fact from fiction. That's where a trusted real estate professional comes in. They can help debunk the headlines so you really understand today's market and what it means for you. Here are 3 common housing market myths that you might be hearing about. 1. Home prices are going to fall. One piece of fiction many buyers have seen or heard is that home prices are going to crash. That's because headlines often use similar but different terms to describe what's happening with prices. A few you might be seeing right now include appreciation or an increase in home prices, depreciation or a decrease in prices, and deceleration, which is an increase in home prices but at a slower pace. The fact is, experts aren't calling for a decrease in prices. They forecast appreciation will continue just at a decelerated pace, meaning home prices will continue to rise and will not fall. 2. The housing market is in a correction. Another common myth is that we're in a correction, and that's not the case. A correction is a sustained decline in the value of market index or the price of an individual asset. A correction is generally agreed to be 10 to 20% drop in value. As mentioned above, home prices are still appreciating, and experts project that will continue, just at a slower pace, meaning the housing market isn't in a correction. It's just moderating compared to the last 2 years, which were record-breaking in nearly every way. And 3, the housing market is going to crash. Some headlines are generating worry that the housing market is a bubble ready to burst, but experts say today's nothing like 2008. One of the reasons is because lending standards are very different today. The notion that credit lending in America will collapse like it did back then couldn't be more incorrect. During the last housing bubble, it was much easier to get a mortgage than it is now. Since then, lending standards have tightened significantly, and buyers who acquired a mortgage over the last decade are much more qualified than they were in the years leading up to the crash. So, can you tell fact from fiction? I'm Melissa Waterwall, real estate advisor, and I'm here to help with all things real estate. You got questions? I've got answers. Let's connect so you'll have a knowledgeable authority on your side who knows the ins and outs of the market. See ya.